Good morning. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Sure, my volume's down. All right. All right, let's see what's going on for today. Let's see. All right, let's check it out. All right. Let's see. Well, it's not quite 7 yet. So I'm just kind of looking to see what is on the scanners. UZX looks like it's popped up right before 7 a.m. So I'm on Thinkorswim. I can't trade until 7 a.m. So I'm just right now looking to see what's out there. And UZX has, wow, a lot of shares. Okay. But hard to borrow. Let's see. Just kind of taking a look. I don't see news on this though. I don't see news. But I'm looking at it on the 1 minute. Popped up, pulled back, popped up. It pulled back almost to the bottom of this move. So I'm curious if it's going to go all the way up to here. I don't see the high of day tag. Why can't I see high of day? Let's see. Show high low bubbles. I don't know why it's not showing high of day, but this would be high of day. And things are, you know, the S&P's up. So we're at all-time highs, right? So that's good. We're in a good upward trend. Pull back a little, popping back up to all-time highs. So that's pretty good. That bodes well for that bodes well for things today. Let's see. So this seems to be at 7 a.m. I can trade now. This seems to, oh, it did pop up past high of day. Okay. Gonna look at it on the daily chart. Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. I traded it over here. This is back in October. Okay. There must have been a split back in interesting. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Scooter. Good morning, Aligos. Just kind of seeing what's out there. UZX is popping up. Just kind of checking out the lay of the land today. Let's see. It's really the big one that's popping up. Pre-market movers. Let's see. PPS. It's so interesting how sometimes there are like lots of penny stocks and sometimes they're all higher price stocks. These are all slower moving. Higher priced. APPS. Obviously nothing happening there. Okay. To tight spread. Lots of AMD. Let's check that out. So AMD has is this the leveraged ETF, AMDL? AMDL is the leveraged ETF that goes with that, right? Is that what that is? Yep, Granite shares. So it's picking up speed, right? Does it have news? Well, NVIDIA has news. Let's see. So NVIDIA is probably popping up too, right? Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Yeah, tech stocks today are really driving things higher. Micron, that's MU, right? Tesla. Let's check out Tesla. Just get like the lay of the land, right? Yep, Tesla's driving higher. So I'm going to look at TSLL. TSLL. Well, that's a nice leg up, and now it's pulling back, right? This looks like a nice pullback. Wow. Yeah, the tech stocks are doing great today. Look at that. Yeah, AMD tapped 513 yesterday. Wow. NVIDIA's driving higher, Tesla's driving higher. But oh, UZX. So it made first pullback, second pullback, but it pulled back almost to the bottom of this pullback. And it popped up a little bit more, and now it's kind of making a really too far of a pullback for me. AMSS. Let's see. What's AMSS? Oops. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. It's running right up. Not available to borrow. So that means that nobody can short that, right? Not available to borrow. So let's see. Oh, okay. So this is like a brand new stock. There's no like brand new news. It's just running up, right? If I do TSLL, I'll do like less shares. This is the bottom of the low candle. bottom of that candle. It's definitely slower moving than I'm used to. Oh, NVTS, RW. Okay, so when I'm out of this, I'll take a look. I know MNTS went crazy. All right, I got out. I was trying to get out at 1656, which was my target, but I ended up getting out at my stop. So I was going for a classic bull flag pullback. And So for this, it was only 50 shares. So my full stop, it wasn't a full stop. My full stop would have been $5. So, all right, let's see what else you guys have going on. I saw some people posting things. MNTS. Ooh, Illegos, AMSS. That's great. That's awesome. Oh my goodness, $1.27 a share. That's incredible. Yeah, new IPO. Yeah, that looked like it just started a couple of days ago. Let's see. Yep, brand new IPO. And it's still running up. Look at that. NVTS. Yeah, MNTS has been crazy. A little high priced for me. Over $20. I'm trying to stick to stuff that is under $20. So MNTS is a little bit up there for me. UZX came back down. Let's see, INFQ. INFQ. RDW. Yeah, that's a little high price for me. AMSS is still under $20, but I would trade with less shares. So it's pulling back. Yeah, RDW is on, looks like it's on the back side of the move, and that's a little pricey for me. That's over 20. So I'm going to keep that. So we have AMSS pulling back. But how far, right? I know, it really is. It's really climbing. That's awesome. Was it on this leg here after this pullback? That's great. That was a great leg up. I might get in if I see another bull flag breakout, but let's see if that's the low candle. It's a bigger spread. Got slippage. Yeah, I had to stop out at my, it didn't take my order though. Let's see, did it? Yeah, it did. I had to stop out. Good thing I only had 50 shares on that. All right, I've had 2 red trades today, so already I'm going down to 10 shares. After that pullback on the 1 minute candle at here, wait. Right here. Oh, that's great. So you entered here and sold here. That was a quick trade. That was a really quick trade. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing I only did 50 shares, right? It's a good thing I only did 50 shares. You know, I reduced my risk. Yeah, you literally in one candle. That's amazing. But I got out when it hit the low of the the low candle. I was like, that's it. I'm out. I'm not holding my stops too long. Yeah. Yeah, no, there'll be more opportunities. And I'm not going to hold my stops too long. I'd rather just take the loss than hold. Like lately I've been holding too long, thinking it'll come back. No. It's just better to take the loss, suck it up, you know, put on my big girl pants. All right. Let's see what else is going on. UZX. Yeah, this is kind of doesn't have any news. Like AMSS, it makes sense because, you know, honestly, this pullback isn't more than 50% of this move. But I don't know, the spreads are big. That's the thing that I should have been like, the spreads are big for me. For me. IPWR, what's that? Let's take a look. IPWR. It's popped up right at 7. me go back to 50 shares. If I do a small, even if I do a smaller price stock, I'll keep it at 50 shares for today. Or for now. We'll see. Unless I start getting some green trades, I'm going to keep it at 50 shares. NCPL. INFQ, IPWR. One thing that I like that Ross Cameron does is he says, like, he starts his day off with like not his full size shares to kind of see how the day is going to go. You know what I mean? And I'm starting to think that that's a really smart strategy. Because, you know, you get a feel for, like, yesterday I was just so off and I overtraded and, you know. So starting off with 50 shares today, I think was the right idea. So this feels like a flat top breakout brewing. MNTS, that's way too expensive for me, but let's just take a look at it. That's over $20. Look at that, huh? That's crazy. I guess it makes sense, right? Space stocks. Morning. Hey. LGHL. Let's take a look. LGHL. Oh, wow. Thanks. LGHL. Sorry, I didn't see the chat right away. Oh, okay. Let's see. LGHL. I don't see news, but hard to borrow. We've got under 1 million shares outstanding. Wow. That's a small float. This is the top of the low candle, right? INFQ has a lot of shares too. Kind of, let's see. Oh, looks like it might be going for a pretty steep pullback here. That's the top of the low candle. Okay, so MNTS, too expensive for me today. So I'm going to take that off my list. UZX, I was looking at that, but it's just not really making any moves. NCPL, LGHL, still kind of, this is kind of pulled back too far, I think. I think this is pulled back too far for me, but this is the top of the low candle. I don't see news. Did I accidentally draw two? I don't see news on this one. IPWR, not really doing anything. AMSS. That could have been a nice little scalp right there. Good morning, James. VWAP reclaim might be a good trade. I know I don't have my VWAP on right now, but I put my volume back on. I'm slowly putting indicators back on, but I just want to make sure that I'm not ignoring everything else. So I added volume back on. I'm going to be watching the volume bars. And I think if I add anything back on, I'm really kind of trying to see what will help me the most. I think the two things that I'm looking at to add back on are the maybe the 200 simple moving average and VWAP. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, VWAP is just so used by institutional investors and for so many setups, you know? And so what I think I'm going to do is I wanted to put volume back on here. Let's see, volume. Volume average. Length 50, yep. Save as. All right. No, but that doesn't help me because, let's see. Volume. I want to try something. All right, let's go here. Let's see, update custom, add, script editor. Just adding something script. Let's see if this works. Whoops, where'd it go? All right, I'm just curious if this will work. Okay, so yes, so I'm basically, sorry, I'm back. I was thinking about something. So yeah, I'm starting to kind of add indicators back on. For a while, I really wanted to like strip it down and look at trend lines and all of that, but kind of being selective about what I put back on, you know? All right, so AMSS, pull back too far, and I'm going to take UZX off, high float, or high outstanding shares. I don't know what the float is, right? AMSS, we're on the backside of the move. So I guess we could try to scalp some retracement trades, but like right here, this might retrace, right? If it breaks over this level. Yeah, MNTS is just expensive for me. If I make a mistake, I'm gonna have like a huge red trade. And after 2 red trades, I'm not really willing to do that. I'm looking for a sure thing. I'm looking for something that's offering a little bit less stress. And CPL, it's too expensive. APPS popped up as a high float. Big spread. And it's easy to borrow. So easy to borrow. It won't stop me from trading, but it does put downward pressure on the price, right? So I'll be cautious about that. And let's see. Let's see what else. So LGHL popped up, came back down, popped back up. Okay, it only came back like 50% of the move, but I didn't get in on it. It's got a really low float, like really low float. Doesn't have news, but this looks kind of choppy, like a false breakout, right? And then yeah, this has a super low float. Yeah. Yeah, this was a nice move. Yeah, maybe a high of day breakout. Yeah, we'll see. It's pulling back pretty far. But that's what I said about this move. That's what I said about this move. I said, oh, it's pulling back kind of far. Now it's got a bottoming tail. It might be ready to drive back up. Got like 20 seconds left on this candle. I see green. Up. Now this is the low candle. It's popping up, but I want to see more volume. Okay. Oh, I got out right away. Ah, okay. I'm 0-3 on bull flag pullbacks, guys. 0-3. Good thing I'm trading with like less shares today. I'm just not getting it. Just blah. All right, I've had 3 red trades. I'm going to reduce my shares again because yeah, I've had 3 red trades. So I'm going to reduce my shares again. One thing that's been good about taking indicators off my charts is it's really helped me see what I wish I had on my chart. Like I keep thinking, what's the 200 simple moving average? I keep asking myself that. And I know I can put that on here. Let's see. Oops. Daily SMA. Can't see it though. Is that this right here? Let's see. Oh, because I want to put 200, right? I like to be purple. Let's see. Oh, but if I put it on here, it makes my chart really, really small. That's why Duvan Julio's Think script was so great. I should put it back on. I'm not trading a pair. I'm not trading a pair. I'm not Forex trading. I'm trading, I'm looking today for small cap momentum stocks. So, I don't do Forex yet. I've always been really interested in it. But, yeah, I'm on a drawdown, you guys. This month's been brutal. I was hoping I'd have a green day today, but I'm already 3 trades in and I'm red, so looks like it might try to break out here. I don't know. I already had a false breakout on this one. So yeah, MACD is one I had on my chart for a long time, you know. Like I said, not taking the indicators off is definitely not a permanent thing, but I really just wanted to make sure I wasn't watching the tape or anything else, and I was getting overwhelmed by all of the indicators and looking at everything. And I think the indicators that work for each person are the ones that work, right? Like if the indicators work for you, use them. And if they don't use them, right? I mean, some people swear by VWAP, some people swear by MACD, some people, you know. I just felt that I was looking at the indicators and not at the actual fundamentals. So now I'm looking more at the fundamentals. But like I put my volume bars back on. Because now this is kind of saving me because I'm looking at the volume's really gone down here. And I feel like volume is key. Futures too. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, I think, you know, well, there's only so many hours in a day, but I've been trying to look into other stuff on other times of the day, you know? I was looking into scalping gold futures. I think I would really like that. Let's see. Sorry, that was my other, one of my other jobs messaging me. All right. Yeah. See here, I thought, oh, should I get in? And this is where the volume bar really saved me. So I think I'm going to be really selective about, which indicators I put back on. And of course, I'm still learning, so I'm still experimenting. My hand's killing me. I went rock climbing with my kids yesterday. Yeah, it was fun though, really fun. All right. Oh, ooh, I will check that out, Scooter. Okay. I do. I subscribed to SK. I did SK Trading, and because for that reason, I was like, I'm interested in that. So, you know, I started out with small cap momentum stocks, but maybe that's not my thing, you know? I mean, I've had luck with it in the past. Like I had a great month in February, but basically April chipped away at all of my not all of it, but a lot of my progress in February. And then this month has been red. Like, maybe how, at what point do you decide, okay, this strategy isn't for you versus, oh, it's a bad month, or, oh, I think we all like want to experiment with different things to see which is the one that really like feels natural. What's the strategy that just feels, because I'm starting to feel like I don't mind working hard. Like I will work myself to death trying to learn something. I really will. I will work myself to death. But I feel like when you get a strategy that feels right, I feel like it's going to flow better, obviously. And I think that's what people are talking about when they say find your edge. It's just finding the strategy that fits your personality. And, I haven't got there yet. I'm not consistently profitable. So you guys are coming along for the ride. You're suffering along with me, which I appreciate. But, I will work my butt off. But, like today, I've had 3 red trades. I did 3 bull flag pullbacks, had 3 red trades. Is today just not my day? Maybe today's just not my day, or maybe bull flag pullbacks are not for me. I don't know. That's why I have to look at data over time. You have to track your trades, look at data over time. And honestly, nothing's been conclusive for me in terms of data. It's all over the place. So I still haven't quite figured out what my thing is. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing too. The market is evolving, so, how do I know, right? Yep, maybe that's true. Maybe the strategy is fine. Like, it's hard to know, right? I'm just not getting the results anymore. Market share. Yeah. And I think it's going to change a lot in 2 weeks, like a lot. I think in 2 weeks it is going to change a lot. So, it's weird because I feel like I have learned so much since I started this YouTube channel. Like really, really, really learned. It's exposed all of the holes and problems in my game because I'm accountable to you guys. You're watching me do it. You're seeing me make mistakes. Yesterday I was over trading. You're seeing me make emotional decisions. I can't run from what I'm doing. I can't be like, well, we'll just forget about that trade. And it's kind of forcing me to say, okay, well, what is my strategy? Figuring it out. All right, so NCPL, I'm going to take that off. Not interested in that. LGHL, yep, kind of, that's more than a pullback. This, I guess I could look for a reversal trade on this, but look at the volume's gone way down. And this is why I wanted to put the volume bars back on. This is one thing that I really, really, really missed. Yes, the volume is mirroring the price action, but also it's like, if this were a reversal, I feel like I would see more volume on the volume bars. And I'm not. Yeah, I think when the PDT rule changes, I think there's going to be a lot more people trading. There's going to be a lot more liquidity. So, to be honest, I'm sort of just trying to like scoot by until that and see if that makes a difference. I really want this to be my job, but I realize like I've been doing this now for 15 months and I'm not consistently profitable. but I would say that I've put in full effort since November. So full effort for 6 months. Last year from February to November, I would say it was partial effort because I was also exploring other options. Take IPWR off. AMSS, also on the back side there. So yeah, I think that I would say I've been putting full effort in for 6 months. So when people say, oh, it took me 5 years to become a profitable trader, well, was that 5 years putting in 20% effort around demanding full-time job and little kids, or was that like 5 years of 100% effort? So that's where I feel like it's not really reliable to when people say, how long will it take me to become profitable? I think it's more about like how much time you're committing to it and effort you're committing to it within that time frame. Right? Right, exactly. So since November, I have been sitting here every day, every single day, whether I take no trades or, I mean, I've missed a few days for travel, but on the trips I've been trading. Now I'll be traveling next week, and Tuesday will be a no trade day for me. Yeah. See, yeah. So that's the thing. You're putting in full effort, right? You're putting in full effort. You're here regardless. You're analyzing your trades. So I think that counts more than like, oh, it's been a year or whatever, because I would say the first 6 months, I really had no idea what was going on. I had just found Ross Cameron, and I was still really just putting in partial effort. I moved to real money probably way too soon last July. And then that's when I said, all right, I'm definitely going to put effort in, but I didn't put full effort in until I would say November. So, okay, so this is making a reversal. Check this out. And the volume bar is going up. But what are the chances it's going to go all the way up? Not high, right? I missed the reversal. But yeah, I definitely think that, and I have other commitments outside of this. I have other commitments outside of this. So one of my jobs is coaching athletes. So I do that, and I also am a writer. So I have other commitments, but I would like this to be my job. And I'm treating it like that, like a lot of you are, a lot of you, especially those of you who've been showing up to my live stream every single day or regularly, you're taking trading seriously, and, you're taking improvement seriously. I can tell, right? So this is interesting. I was watching an Oliver Velez video on Sunday, and he was talking about retracement scalping on the backside of the move. And this is exactly what he was talking about. And what he said was that it will retrace 100% of the move 10% of the time. It'll retrace 50% of the move 6 out of 10 times, and it will retrace 25% of the move 9 out of 10 times. So that's where the scalping would be, 123 to 131. That would have been a great trade. I just didn't trust I didn't trust the breakout. So in here, it really did prove true. It definitely went up. Let's see, 123 to 165. That's about 40 cents, right? And it went up about 10 cents. So that held true. So that's another strategy that I'm looking at is, scalping a retracement on the backside of the move. I got in right at the top. Look at that, right at the top. All right. Yeah, so here I was looking for a bull flag breakout, false breakout, and rejected. Yeah, I think for those of us who are putting in full effort, whether you have a job outside of this or commitments outside of this, I think for those of us putting in full effort, we're really trying to find the strategy that works for us. And Aligos, that's an interesting comment. Maybe the strategy is fine, but maybe the context within which strategy is being applied is off. Do you mean like bull flag pullbacks are a good setup, but maybe it was the wrong stock? Is that what you mean? Like maybe I selected the wrong stock to do the strategy on. So APPS is still running up. Let's take a look at it. Has good relative volume. Oh, I got to take that one off. The volume average. Average, remove, save as. Yes. Okay. Relative volume. High float though. High float. Really high float. Yeah. Yeah, so that's where I often trade like if I see it moving sideways, and that wasn't what I was doing there, but if I see it moving sideways, but I see volume decreasing, I often go for a flat top breakout. But yeah, here I thought, oh, this is the pullback, right? I thought this was enough of a pullback, but it just wasn't enough of a pullback. Right. Yep. This was moving more sideways than pulling back. This right here. Not enough of a pullback. Like here, this was a pullback. This was a clear pullback. So I think I misread the pattern. Yep. AMSS top wicks appearing. Yep. Which can signal a reversal. These top wicks. Too many top wicks. Yep, that's right. Thank you. I'm going to write that down. Too many top wicks. APPS looks like a potential grinder up. I mean, I don't know. I don't have my 9 EMA on here, but I'm thinking it might be tapping the 9 EMA. Right. If there's too many top wicks. It's high of day. This has much higher float than I normally would trade, but it has news. Has good news. Seems like good news. Let's see. Good earnings news. Let's see, TSLL. Yeah. So yep, let's see, TSLL here. It tapped this level, and I thought it was a bull flag pullback. I tried to get in here. So no, this wasn't sideways moving. I thought it was a real bull flag pullback. I tried to get in when it broke over the low of this candle here. After the fact, it was obvious it was sideways moving. But before that, yeah, now it's clear that it was sideways moving. Hindsight is always 20/20, right? But I was trying to get in on this pullback here. I was hoping to pop up. But you know what? This bottom candle probably should have been a bit of a clue, right? Because there's no bottom tail on that. But anyway, I thought I was going for this here. And it rolled over, and I got out at the bottom of this level here. The bottom of the low candle as my stop. But then it just kept going sideways, yeah. Now here we have another possible bull flag pullback. Yeah, then it went sideways. And then I guess I could have tried to go for trades that were like bounces off support. Maybe. You know. That's a big red candle. It heard me. It heard me say, I'm looking for a bull flag. It's listening. Yeah, I don't think anything's been moving quickly enough to really, let's see. So AMSS, so I don't have my VWAP up, but I have a feeling this is below VWAP. I have a feeling. LGHL is making a reversal, potentially. It's bouncing off this level. But I didn't catch it, so. Now see this one here, this little reversal or retracement, I guess you could call it. This had some volume here. Oh, it's breaking out over the bottom of the low candle. Nope. And you know, I was looking at the volume bar, okay, on this candle. I was looking at the volume bar here, and it just, the volume wasn't increasing. And so I was like, nope. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to put my volume bars back on. I felt like I really missed that. Teeth and pointy ears. Oh my God, that's awesome. Well, I mean, let me just say something controversial. Like, if you're trading well and you're not recognizing patterns, like, I don't think it matters. I still can't see the ABCD pattern. I mean, I've tried 100,000 times, and I took the class that Ross Cameron has on Warrior Trading multiple times on ABCD patterns, and I was like, you know, he said this is one of his go-to setups. Can't see it. Just don't get it. So, yeah, I think, and honestly, it's just like what works for you, right? Like, I could recognize 100 patterns, but if I'm still red every day, what good is it doing me? You know? But the volume bars are definitely helping me. You know, I'm glad I put that back on. I just want to make sure that I'm not ignoring the fundamentals. Oh, this might be a real breakout. All right, so now I just wanted to put total volume back on my little chart here. I missed that. Yeah, the volume bars, I'm glad I put that back on. So, you know, I feel like I really miss I think I miss VWAP and the simple moving average. Oh. Oh, see, that's that topping tail you were talking about, right? Are the topping tails the pointy ears? I'm just picturing you looking at the charts and seeing like cats with pointy ears and teeth, which I think is cute. That's actually a really great visual. So some other things I'm kind of interested in watching, you know, precious metals, definitely something I've been watching more and more. Just, looking at silver and gold. But I like looking at this more in the 5-minute chart. So that was a nice breakout there. And then IAU, gold. So yeah, almost halfway through the market. Like honestly, I've got 3 red trades. Not loving it. But you never know what's going to pop up the rest of the day. You just got to keep swimming. Yeah, tech stocks are really going through the roof today. Yeah, LGHL just kind of never really came back. Oh, this is the 5-minute chart. Sorry. It had a few little, see, this is what I think Oliver Velez was talking about. These here, these retracement scalps. So clearly there's resistance at this level, right? This would be a flat top breakout for me. If this goes over 1655, that would be a flat top breakout. NCEL. Did we already look at that one? NCEL. Oh, wow. That's interesting. But I don't really see anything for me there. All right, LGHL, I'm going to take that off the list. APPS. Not really seeing AMSS. Nope. Nope. APPS has higher float. I thought. Now this, I think, is an ABCD pattern, but I'm not sure. It's weird. The market's like hopping, right? But it's the big tech stocks. And that's not what I generally trade. Although I was really trying to get in on some of this TSLL action. I mean, yeah, that looks really choppy on the 5-minute, huh? That looks really choppy on the 5-minute. Let's see, what else is going on? Anything else? Interesting. Sometimes it's all penny stocks, but other times it's like a lot of MNTS is continuing to stay up there, huh? I can't believe this. $24. That's crazy. APPS, one of the big movers of the day. NCPL. NNVC. No, nothing there. Not a lot in my price range. Not a lot in my price range. Yeah, not much going on. And these are definitely like, you know, I usually go for lower float stocks. APPS has, well, I don't know what the float is, but the shares outstanding are almost 120 million. It's easy to borrow too. It's easy to borrow. So there's going to be downward pressure on the price. And that makes me feel pretty cautious. I'm already like 3 red trades. And I really don't want to dig myself into a deeper hole today. Yeah. So APPS might be moving eventually up past the high of day, but I'm going to take that off my list. TSLL kind of hovering under this level. Not really seeing much, guys. Wow. I don't think I understand this. This is moving. This is interesting. The tape is barely moving, but this is going nuts. The level 2 is going crazy, but the tape is barely moving. What's that all about? I don't think I've ever noticed that before. So people are throwing orders on and off on IAU, which is, you know, gold. Well, gold. Tracks gold. It tracks gold. And QT, TB waking up, not in news. The 55 million placement. QTTB. Let's take a look. Okay. Under 20 million shares outstanding. It's got volume already. The relative volume, if this calculation is correct, the relative volume is still pretty low. I think I did this correctly. Let's take a look. Oh, why did it take it off? Really? Here we go. Here we go. 50-day average volume, 50-day average. Calculate the actual multiple rounded to 1 decimal place. Okay, so if I did this correctly, this is the relative volume. So it still has low relative volume. So we'll see how that goes. That's something that, again, you know, of course, still playing with it, but I'm noticing that I really missed knowing what the relative volume was. If it breaks over this high here of 1033, well, oh, look, I must have traded it over here. Okay. Yeah, it's well above the daily high. So, oh, the high of day is above the daily high, I should say. I feel like I didn't do this right. volume, period, day. So the volume for today. So shouldn't this number change? It's not changing. I don't know if I did the think script correctly. ASTC. Let's take a look. Ooh, okay. Hard to borrow. They have news. Lunar resource development. What does that mean? Wow. They're going to strip the moon of resources. Low float or low, yeah. Wow, really low float. I need like an appropriate point to get in here. Yeah, the space thing, since SpaceX is making all the space stocks go up. This looks like a micro pullback. See, this is where it was helpful to put my volume bars on. It's kind of almost like a flat top breakout, but the volume is pulling back. I like these. I tend to like these. Okay, so I got 10 cents a share on that. So that was a flat top breakout. I like those. I feel like I see them and I feel like I get them. Like I understand that pattern. That's what I was saying earlier about like those always feel pretty easy to me. Yay, 10 cents a share. All right, so I got a green one, so I'm gonna size up a little bit and see how that goes. But so that's kind of like a micro pullback right there. But the volume is decreasing. So there we go. Nice. It's tempting to get in, but I don't have a setup. Like, I don't have a setup. I mean, this is a micro pullback here. This here is a micro pullback. But this is a big topping tail, which could signal a pullback. So now we have high of day here. Yeah, I like the space stuff. I went to, I think it's Johnson Space Center in Houston once with my kid. We took my kids to Houston and got to touch a piece of the moon. That was very cool. All right, so this topping tail did say, hey, we're reversing. But is this a bull flag pullback or a micro pullback? And this level, which was resistance, is now support, right? Do that. There we go. So now it's pulling back again. And this is where it really helps me to see the volume bars, you know, because on this flat top breakout, the volume decrease, that's what I want. I want to see the volume decrease. And now I've got a real pullback here. If it breaks over like 636 with a volume, then I might consider getting in again. This could be a false breakout. It's definitely resisting at 6. All right, there we go. That was I'm out, right? Okay. Ooh, wow. Okay. So this was a false breakout, but I didn't get stopped out. So it did dip below my stop, but I didn't catch it. And then it broke out. So that was a bull flag pullback. That was a bull flag. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to stick to the basics today. So we've got a new high. And the top of this level would be support. It looks like it's breaking out possibly. So this here, when it taps that level and the volume's decreasing, that to me is a potential flat top breakout. And I like those. I like those a lot. When I see resistance at a level, that's what I saw over here. I like those better than bull flag pullbacks for sure. Is anyone else dying from allergies? Like, I'm legit dying all the time lately. I refuse to take allergy medication because I'm afraid it's going to make me cloudy for trading and stuff like that. I don't like that. I don't even drink caffeine anymore, and I haven't even been drinking alcohol because I feel like it makes me sharper to not drink. However, I'm going to Vegas next week. Should I have a glass of wine? Woohoo! So wild. All right, so this level here, you see resistance. Oh, yeah, the desert. Yep. I know, I'm so excited to go hiking. I think we're gonna do, what is it, Valley of Fire, Red Rock Canyon. Not really a big gambler. I might try to sit at a poker table. I've never done that before. I'm a very, very mediocre Texas Hold'em player. So it's kind of dipping below this level of support. So I don't know. I might take $20 and see and just be like, let's see what happens. But yeah, I love the desert. I love the desert. I went to Sedona once years ago. A friend and I, she actually won a trip. So here is the top of the low candle. I think this might break out. She won a trip, like a contest, and we got to stay in this really nice hotel. It was so beautiful. Yeah, we're going to a show. Oh, here we go. Oh, Oh, I got out. All right. Another red trade. So I'm going to reduce my share size. Oh, I already did reduce my share size. I'm going to reduce it again. All right. These bull flag pullbacks are not working for me today. They're really not. Like, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I had one good one. Yeah, no hold or hope. Nope. Yeah, the volume just... So on this candle where I entered, the volume popped up and then it just rejected. So yeah. And when the volume started decreasing and I got stopped out, I'm like, nah, I'm out. I'm out. Holding and hoping, not good. Okay, so yeah, not loving it. The bull flag pullback is not working for me today. Yeah, we're going to see a show. I'm excited about that. I have missed so many bull flag pullbacks today. It's like, I think today is not my day for bull flag pullbacks. So I'm gonna move my trades over and see what's up. Yeah, exactly. It stinks. It stinks to take another red trade. It really does, because like I am, I'm on a bad streak lately, but holding and hoping is not doing me any favors. Like, it's just not. It's worse. It's worse to hold and hope, you know? It really is. Like, I think that was a good entry. The volume was going up. It broke over the top of the low candle. Like, I think I made a good decision to get in, but I think I made a good decision to get out. I got out before the bottom of the low candle. So, I wouldn't say sideways context. So this here, I was looking for a pullback, this pullback. So it kind of hit resistance here at 774. I thought maybe there'd be a flat top breakout. It pulled back. I was looking for a breakout over this level, but it was a false breakout. So, I wouldn't say sideways. Well, I mean, now after looking at it, it's a downward trend, I think. But here I was hoping that if it kept testing this level, I would have gone for a flat top breakout, which I really like. I really like flat top breakouts. So now it's coming up, but I don't think it's going to come all the way back up. Yeah. So today is a bummer. Let's see. Trades. What? Just today. I just want to look at today's trades. Yeah, today I'm almost at my max daily loss, guys, because that second trade on AMSS really killed me. Yeah, that was kind of that's a bit of a bummer. Let's see. So where's today? Where is today? All right. Yeah, so today, ugh. And now it's bouncing up, but yeah, I don't trust it now. I tried 3 trades on it. I got the flat top breakout, which was my standout trade of the day. Okay, that was my best trade of the day. That felt easy to me. The bull flag pullbacks have just been a grind. I got one, but the rest of them just feel like, I don't know, it feels like I'm swimming, you know, in those in a dream when you're like in slow motion and you feel like you're swimming through water. That's what they feel like right now. The lower price level at $5.95 and the upper price level at $5.95. So down here, and the upper price level at $7.85 up here. So what do you use to determine your price levels? Was it the bottom of the last move or? I see why you're saying that it looks sideways. If those are your price levels, you're saying that, all right, so let me take out these other things. So you're saying that these are your price levels and that's why it looks sideways to you. But what are you using to determine these price levels? I mean, that makes sense with what you're saying, right? You're not seeing a pullback. You're seeing it go sideways here because this is the channel you're looking in. And do you trade off of like, so this right here is support here for this move here? Is that what you're looking at? Or do you look at like the resistance of the last move as the support for the next move? I mean, yeah, when I look at your price levels, that looks like a sideways move to me. So you would wait for it to break out over 785 in order to make a move? Okay. I'm really learning. Yeah. So we're about a half hour from the market open. I really, you know, I'm having another red day. I won't be taking anything unless it looks really obvious, guys. Because I'm not on my game at all. Like yesterday was a mess, but I'm not going to overtrade like I did yesterday. Yesterday I overtraded and that was bad news. Let's see. The candles 39 from 45. Hold on, let me look more closely at the chat. Thank you for explaining this. The candles 39 here, from here to 45. Those are forming support, right? There's support here, right? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I'm seeing something a little bit differently the way you're explaining it. The candles, I've been looking at support and resistance as what's the price level underneath, but you're thinking about it, those candles are support. If the price does not break the local high and continues to climb, I don't enter this. Because that is resistance. Got it. Okay. So you're looking for a break of this level of resistance. Interesting. Okay. Is there a name for that type of setup, or this is just what you do? That's interesting. Thank you for explaining it. Because I've been really working on support and resistance lines over the past week, and this makes a lot of sense to me, like a lot. Right. Pressure upward. So what I've been doing, and this is, of course, the setups that I learned through Warrior Trading, I've been looking for breakouts after pullbacks. But you're looking for breaks over points of resistance, right? Which, to be honest, works better for me. Like, I tend to do better on breaks of like flat top breakouts, which is a break over a point of resistance, whole and half dollar breakouts, a break over a point of resistance. Yeah, okay. Well, I really like it. And yeah, okay. Thank you for explaining that. So normally, right, I would say, all right, well, this is a pullback and I'm going to trade the breakout. I'm going to enter when it breaks out over that, from that pullback. But you would wait until it breaks out over this level of resistance. I think I like that better because the 4 setups I've been doing mostly are bull flag pullback, flat top breakout, high of day breakout, and whole and half dollar breakout. And 3 of those setups are breaks over points of resistance. And the bull flag pullback is a breakout over a pullback. And I'm struggling so much with the breakout from a pullback. The fair value gap at candle 45 was filled, so there is a greater chance of this price moving up, provided that the high of day is overcome. At 45. What is fair value gap? That's interesting. What's a fair value gap? I'm learning so much today. So the way I would look at this, because it's tapped this level and then it's kind of just tapped this level, at this point, I would look for a break over high of day. Okay. It's a chart pattern indicating a market inefficiency or imbalance. It forms when price moves so rapidly in one direction that normal trading skips over a range of prices, leaving a void. Got it. Okay. So this is what, let me just put this, because I didn't know what this was, so I'm going to put it in the chat. That's what AI said. Okay, I just Googled it. Okay. So this is really very much in alignment with what I've been working on with support and resistance. Okay, thank you so much for explaining that. I mean, you know, I've been trying so hard with the bull flag pullback, and it's just honestly, the false breakouts are killing me. The false breakouts are killing me. Yeah, now I understand why you were saying, like, I don't see the bull flag pullback, because in the context of your strategy, it makes no sense. And honestly, I have struggled with it. I have been struggling with it. Obviously, clearly, I'm struggling with it. Yeah, this is a lot cleaner. And this is exactly why I took so many things off of my chart, so I could look at the actual chart. At 31, right? Right here. This one right here. $328. Right here. Oh, it priced 328. So now for me, the way I look at it is, if it breaks this price, it's tested the high of day, tested high of day, and if it breaks over high of day, that's when I would want to get in again. I would look at this as a high of day breakout, which it did. All right. So that, I call that like a high of day breakout or a flat top breakout, because it tested that level multiple times. But I see what you're looking at now. Thank you. Gap area being price 30 at candle 31. So this one right here, This one right here. Okay. Wow. All right. Thank you for explaining it. I'm like learning a lot. Wow. Okay. And you know, I'm not sure if your exact strategy works for me, but hearing what you do kind of is making me realize like, oh, you know, we're all looking at the same chart. We're all looking at the same chart and we're all seeing something completely different. All right. Like I haven't flagged all my tagged all my trades for setups, but if I look at the ones that I have tagged, I'm doing way better on flat top breakouts and a break over the whole and half dollar than I am at bull flag pullbacks. They're just killing me. You know, paying attention to what my data is telling me, right? I did. When it broke over high of day, I took a quick green trade. I did. We were talking and I saw it break over high of day and I was like, oh, it broke over high of day. So yeah, when I look back at my data, my flat top breakouts are doing way better than anything else in my high of day breakouts. So I guess you have to go with what you're getting results on, right? Thank you. Yeah, I think you have to go with what's giving you the results, right? Like the bull flag pullback is something that's like the first one that I learned. I've been working it all year, but my data is telling me it's not working for me. So now I'm seeing it tap this level multiple times. Let's see. Take QTB off. Take TSLL off. This is really helpful. Thank you so much, Aligos. Yeah. I mean, when I look at my data, the bull flag pullbacks just aren't working. I just went back and looked at my data for the whole year. And I've only been tagging trades for about 2 months, but it's not working for me. All right, guys, I need more tea. I need to stretch my legs for a few minutes. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. And I will be back in about 5 minutes. All right. See you soon. All right, I'm back. Just needed tea. Had to stretch my legs for a second. Whew. Okay. Let's see. Make sure I've got all my stuff going on. How's my volume, guys? I don't know. There may be something wrong with my mic. Is my volume okay? Been having mic issues, I think. All right. Let's see. Is anything else popping up? So we almost are at market open, and we'll see if anything pops up then. S&P popped up, dipping down. Thank you. All right. Thank you. This was very, very informative. Seriously. And it kind of made me realize, like, I'm looking at my results. I know not just from today, but from the last couple of months. And honestly, my results for the bull flag pullback are bad. I keep trying it, thinking, oh, it's such a basic setup, right? That, you know, it'll work. It's just me. But maybe when I'm looking at my data, like maybe it's a good setup for other people, but it's not working for me. And when I look at it through the lens of what you were saying, Aligos, it definitely makes a lot more sense. Honestly, I really don't see much popping up, but hopefully we will have stuff popping up when the market opens. Yeah, that's what you meant by context. That's what you meant by context. Yep. Yeah, when I look at my data, it's just not producing the results. So it doesn't seem to matter. Honestly, it doesn't really matter how great the strategy is if it doesn't work for you, right? I'm persistent sometimes to a fault. Yeah, like I'm looking at on my bull flag pullbacks for the ones that I've tracked, which is 105 trades, my accuracy was only 53%. But in my high of day breakouts, my accuracy was 66%. I have less trades, but let's see, flat top breakout. On a flat top breakouts, my accuracy is 71%. And on the break over whole and half dollar, my accuracy is 61%. So my accuracy is the worst for the trades that I've tracked. My yes, bell soon. Oh, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Good luck, everybody. All right. No. CODX, that's been running up for days now, right? How much more, oops, how much more can it go up? Oh my God. I guess that answers that question. LGHL is also running up. Looking to see what's kind of shaking out in the first couple of minutes here. QTTB. Halted up. Okay. Okay, we're past the first 5 minutes, so let's see how this goes. QTTB halted up. MTVA. MTVA has news. Wow. Okay. This right here. Wow. QTTB is running right up. But QTTB is over $10. Wow, there's a lot popping up. A lot. ISTN. What's that? That's a really low float. Wow. It's hard to borrow. Really low float, but right there, right there. QTTB. Ugh, that looks really choppy. $50 here. The volume died out. I don't really see much. That QTTB popped up, but Now it's kind of going sideways. ASTN popped up and down. CODX, same thing. MTVA. This one, maybe? Maybe? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to be patient. I don't really see anything. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's like, eh. Yeah. So that right there is saying, right? Everything's kind of like, meh. That's it. MTVA, I was kind of hoping would make a run for this high of day, but yeah, I don't really see, I don't see much, guys. That fits what I'm looking for. Let's see. QTTB was climbing higher, but it's a little bit pricey for me. I'm trying to stick to under $10 a share. MTVA, I don't know. I'd be looking for like a high of day breakout on this. Yeah, I'm always checking in on the S&P, whether it's looking here or on my other screen. I have it up a lot because I want to keep an eye on it. Hi, Haley. Yeah. And with the S&P tanking today, well, right now, that doesn't bode well for everybody else, right? I guess the space stock thing wasn't strong enough to keep it going. But, oh, look, it looks like a potential high of day breakout for MTVA. I might get in for that. Okay. Okay. So that was 10 cents a share. That was a high of day breakout. These are the ones that I like. So, okay. So I'm going to scale up to 100. I like those high of day breakouts. That's the one that I like. The FVG area getting tapped into an MT. So this is where, since you just introduced me to this concept, thank you. I'm not sure I completely understand it yet. This is something I'll have to go back and look at the FVG area more closely so that I really understand it. But I think that letting go of a setup that's not working for me is a smart idea. If I do anything today, candle 34, this one right here, right? No, candle, this one. Right, but I'm not sure I understand how that's related to what's trading now. That's where I'm not really sure. And I'm not really sure how you identified that as the FBG. So you're saying that it will refill this area. Oh, right here. This one right here. Like it'll refill this area before going on, eventually retrace or migrate this inefficiency before moving on. $34. Got it. Okay, so when it tapped into this area, then buying pressure. I think I have to really like look at that that strategy a little bit more closely. I'm glad you're bringing it to my attention for sure. It's something that I was not aware of. So, 51 right here, right? This one. This one. Okay. I'm definitely going to have to look more at that because I'm seeing it. Yeah, QTTB, I kind of let that go. CODX, it did pop up right at the beginning like a gap and go, but then kind of died off. ASTN, thought it might do something, but no. MTVA. So now we've got high of day up here. Look at the daily. Okay. They're bearish and bullish when you do your review on it. You'll see. Okay. Yeah, because when I Googled it, that's exactly what it said. And it said something about 3 candles. I have to like look at it more closely. I was like, this could be interesting. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I love hearing what you guys are doing because, like I said, I think today was the straw that broke the camel's back on the bull flag pullback, and I think I'm leaving it behind. That may be the theme of my recap today. All right, guys, it's pretty much 10 o'clock. I'm going to call it for the day. I've got a lot going on today. So thank you so much to everybody. Aligos, thank you for like sharing with us what you do as far as support, resistance, and talking about the fair value gap. That is awesome. Yeah, let's this was fun. We should do this again tomorrow. Little joke. I could probably use that joke every day. All right. So I will see you guys. I'll put out my recap in a little while, and I'm also going to post an update on Substack later today, and then I will be back tomorrow morning. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.